Hey, Julia, thank you for coming in. um, just to let you know, I think World had to go. I don't think he's gonna be coming back. Yeah, because he told me right after I was gonna end Overwatch, he said to me that his head hurts and stuff, so yeah. He just wanted to say, goodbye or something as well. Let me go get my food. Hold on. I'll see how much I can. Hopefully I can last a little longer. If I can and I keep coughing, I'll probably want to have to end it because right now, I don't know how I feel like not, like I feel alright. It's just I feel like something's on my throat right now and I don't want to keep coughing like this. And if I do throw up, it's because I probably will feel sick. But it all depends. We'll see, Julia. We'll see how much I can last a little. Hey, Sherry. Ow! I wonder what World Hero and Natalia will be are now doing. I'm pretty sure they're doing that too. I would imagine. Oh yeah, and I think I told Natalia that maybe I think it was yesterday when I wasn't feeling like this. I told her that yeah, so she's gonna be able to call me this coming up Friday or something like that, I think. Again. But yeah. hopefully this actually makes me feel better. Not, I can't really say, but we'll see. Shetty? Shetty? Hey, so hey Shetty, what do you think of Road Hero and Otelia, Shetty? Hey? Yes! Shetty just said it. Shetty just said that they're both great couples. Man, if I was able to talk to you like on face to face, that'd be really great as well. Yeah, but no. Well, what? Shetty, I'm gonna call mine Shetty EX2 Carlos 69 Lamer. Hey, no, Shetty, I'm gonna call you Shetty underscore EX2. Do you know World's Hero's actually real name? Well, I don't know his real name, but he called. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know how you call. I don't know how you say it. It's something with an F though. I don't know how you say it. It's really weird. Hey Shetty, XX Hanzo. No, Shetty. I think you're gonna be called Shetty Carlos Gamer 69 Lamer. Yeah, Shetty? So Shetty, Carlos Gamer, Cyber, JC Stars all together. That's a name for you, Shetty.
Just take the damn death mask. What's the difference? Fuck it, I'll overdo it. There.
Just make the damn basket.
I don't understand. I hate this shit because I have to get. I hate when I have to be it. I hate that because I have to be at a certain angle.
If I was able to talk to Julia like right now, face to face, that'd be great. Yeah. Hey, Shetty. Oh, there you go. Hold on. But yeah, Sherry, I think all of those are you, Sherry, and you have Altair in the middle. Yeah, Sherry? Yes. Or even better, Sherry? Would you want me to call you JC Stars? KISSING, yeah! Road Hero and Adelia are doing that. Yep.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And you know the best part about Road Hero and Natalia? They're in the beach right now, and they're ex, and then Adelia's like, "Let's get naked!" And then it was like, "Hooray for you! You do that. Go to the water and get naked."
Yeah, pull a fast one on her up there.
So yeah, Jill, yeah. Hold on. I got another one. I will. Let me go in and throw some stuff away. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go throw some stuff away.
I'm trying to run with the next spot. Yeah, Jerry, you have to do it. Could never see the same. Going to holy crap, I've never seen that much now. Yeah, very good, we gotta do it.
I'll see what I can do. Right now. I'm trying to think of it real quick. This fucking cough is not gonna like go anywhere. Alrighty then. I don't feel well. Once upon a time, there was an Atelier in a world hero that decides to meet up for the first time in real life, and then they, whenever. What? Yeah. But but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. This is this is them meeting themselves in in real life. But we'll get to that part in a bit. Let's go ahead and go from the very beginning of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So.
Alright.
So Road flies over there to Adelia just to be like, oh, okay. And then Adelia's like waiting in the airport saying, or even better, other way around, we could do it the other way around. Adelia takes the airport. She gets there and then she sees Rodahito. She gives him a kiss in the lips and starts hugging, and then she puts her legs right on him too as well, while she's putting her head as well on her head and body. And then Adelia is like, Kiss me, Road Hero. I'm trying to... Okay, we're getting there. Adelia decides to go and tell Road Hero, hey, let's go! Let's go to a place that's called... Oh, what the fuck? Okay. They Rodeo takes her to a place that's called Street Lab, which I don't know where it's from there, but anyways. And from there, Rodeo's like, oh yes, let's go over there. And then Otelia's like, okay, I want to come and speak for ya. Let me get on the pole to you. She takes off her clothes, and then she's like, to Road Hero saying, oh, Road Hero, how do you like these? Road Hero is so shocked that he really enjoys it. And after that, he's basically saying, man, Odelia, I didn't know that you can do those moves. And Odelia's like basically saying to him, oh yes, I learned this from a gymnastics area of the 1790s. Actually, no, I'm just trying the 2010s. I went to the gym in 2010. Obviously, this is not. Yes. Yeah, just forget what I said about 2010. I'm gonna go with like a little bit to the future, or so like 2020 or 2025, where he's like, where Odette is like, do you want to know in what part of that did I learn this? I learned it from a company that was called Gymnastics Carlos Gamer. He worked there. He actually taught me how to do these squats. Do the leg right on top of a pole. Put that butt on that pole. And then it was like, oh really? That's where you learned it from. Maybe I'm just making this up because it's that little company doesn't exist, but it does. It will exist in the future. Then and again, Odelia is like, where is the bathroom? Odelia, and then Rose is like, I want to show you something. Come with me. Once Rose shows her the restroom, he's like, oh, you need to go to the restroom, right? He sneaks right behind her while she's doing her little thingy. And then Rose telling her, and then Rose tells her, Odelia, I have something even better to show you. And she's like, okay. Road Hero starts telling him, or starts telling her this by the night. In a great moment of tonight, we are getting into the moment of, I want you down here. And Odelia is like, with the smiley face, and a bunch of hearts actually show up in the background. She enjoys that. She actually wants that stuff. And then whenever those hearts pop up and her hearts of ice actually start popping out of nowhere, she basically is like saying to her, saying, and then Odelia goes all the way down there, zips Road Hero's pants, takes off the pants, and then she takes off his, I don't know, and then she's like, oh, there's one more in here. What is this? Ooh, and then she hits gold because she sees it right in front of her. Then, again, she's like, oh, I hit the jackpot. I like this. And Road Hero is just standing there while Odelia is going in there with a mouth of like this something like this. It's like snatching and eating it, like in swallowing it. She puts her tongue and licks it from all around the place. She decides that she wants to lick it from up, down, side, and then when you notice that Road Hero is peeing, and this is getting good, and this is getting gross at the same time. When Road Hero is peeing on her, and like Road Hero's like, he's feeling it because, you know, you gotta bring in, he's feeling it. He holds Otelia on the head and tells her, do the up and down moments, do that. And then she's basically like, she, you know, while World's doing, you know, shaking her head up and down, Delia's enjoying it while, you know, it's so great. She decides that she wants to keep going. But then again, she brings it in that she's like, ooh, that pee smells like, ooh, smells like a fucking pee-pee. Pee-pee messy. I brought that fucking language into this, I'm sorry. She smells like fresh air. Because of that reason, her mouth is so amazed with peppermint pee. I can't believe this is how I'm gonna go with this. This is fucking ridiculous. Then when Adelia's like, I'm trying to like do the sound effect, but it's not coming in my mouth right now. She's basically like doing the sound effect that does, or yeah, something like that. To roll while she's doing that, while she's actually on her knees. Then World tells her, hey, you're good at this. You know how to do the sucking. The sucking from the fucking vacuum cleaner. I brought that reference up anyways. And then she was like, basically telling World, or World starts to tell her, you can keep doing that as much as you want by sucking yourself into it. And when she notices that, like, she gets all blushy on herself that she feels so red that she was like, I feel it inside of me. I know how pee tastes like. I know how the dick tastes like as well. She's basically saying like, I think I have a good shot with him. And then whenever she comes back and gets up, you know, tells the World Hero, and World Hero was telling her, saying like this, so, how did you like it? Did it taste like good stuff? And she's like, hell yeah! It tasted like peppermint pee. That's what she said to him. And he's like, oh, la. And then she decides to, and then World was like basically saying, you know, this to her, well, you can keep doing this to me any single time that you want to do this with her. Any single time that you want to do it with him. And he's like, and that really weird face. You're gonna notice the face that she does it. Um, and then again, after she's like that, Road Hero introduces her to the bed that they're gonna be sleeping in. And she's like, ooh, this is the bed, perfect bed for us to do it in. And Road is like, he's so happy. He's smiling at her. This story is so, yeah, it is really getting interesting, yeah, Julia. Julia. Sorry. No. Let me go ahead and continue with the story here, Siri. The story is actually good. So what did I? Okay, so I can't remember where I left off. Okay, so whenever Road starts, whenever Tilly's like, okay, okay, so this is how it's gonna work. Odelia, okay, Road is shutting the door, and you notice that Road wants to have great sex with her. She's like, yes, Road. Yes, we can totally have it. Odelia starts taking off her clothes, even though she's already done that already in the poll. But before the poll, she decides to, when I said before, when she took off her clothes because of the strip stuff that she did, she starts to take off her clothes. Every single thing is showing, and Road Hero is like, he has his great feeling of that excited moment where he sees Odelia a vagina or whatever it is, and then he's like, oh, I didn't know you have a nice vagina. She decides that he decides, and it's like, ooh, can I wiggle it from you, or can I touch it, or in the sense of saying, can he put his dick into her vagina? And she's like, yes, Road Hero, since you let me suck your dick in the restroom, now it's your turn to put your fat dick into her vagina. And she's like, then again, they both get into the bed, and then Road Hero is doing I'm gonna do it on the camera real quick, but let's put the hands real quick. It goes like this. Odelia is moaning so hard that Road Hero is doing it right in front of her, right to her, and she's like, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, Odelia's like that, doing, oh, oh, oh. I didn't mean to make those sex sounds. Sorry. As much as Road Hero wants to keep doing that and right in front of her, she keeps doing that for like the whole straight hour. And Road is telling, and she's telling Road, Road, I didn't know you can do that. Well, she tells him in a way, I didn't know you can like do this to me. And then Road's like, oh yes, Odelia, I want you to keep moaning for me. And she does it for an extra hour because they keep doing it in the bed. Uro starts grabbing her boobs or something like that, while Odelia is like, grabbing his dick or something like that, or the ass, and like squeezing it like so hard that like it just comes out like like in a way where it's kind of like she's like, oh. And then Rhoda is like, oh yes, Abdeli, yes, yes, keep like fucking, keep doing this, keep grabbing it with your bare hands. While Rhoda is still doing this to her, and then she's fucking moaning like for like the whole hour, and she doesn't want to keep stopping. She keeps telling Rhoda, let's keep going, and Rhoda's like, oh my god, my fucking face. World has that really weird face effect that he's so fucking smiling that he loves it. And then after after for like an hour or 2 hours of doing that fucking thing or whatever they keep doing, they start fucking tongue kissing themselves in the mouth. Which gets it more interesting, because kissing in the mouth, that means they're probably biting their own lips. And it goes like... And as much as what, Jenny? Oh, I thought you said something. And then they start doing those kissy sound effects that goes like. They start doing those really weird kiss sound effects right in front of each other and stuff like that. And then it's so funny that they keep doing it for like an extra 2 hours of doing the kisses. And the tongue kiss is also licking. They like to lick it. And then after that, after they start doing it, Delia starts telling him, oh, okay, now it's my turn to put my ass into the penis, right? So now Delia is jumping up and down so hard that she decides to like almost kill him, but like in a way where it's like not killing him. She basically brings up her legs, not like in a way where her butt actually cut. I don't know why, but every time you tell these stories, I imagine that Delia's diva in the world is Genji. The story has not been complete, but it's almost halfway done here. Delia, while doing the rocking moment on top of World's like penis, where it's like this. Well, I don't know if you can see the other hand, but anyways. She does that to him while Odelia is basically giving those noises from her mouth that she wants more. She wants more. And she can't resist it, so she's resisting it so much that she keeps doing the moaning sounds while she keeps jumping right on top of him. Just like exactly what happened when World was doing that to her. And so yeah, it's Yeah, like it's so really interesting that Ottilia is the number one that can totally hold this. Like no, I'm pretty sure no one could probably hold that like that long. And for a fact, I know for a fact I mean it is the truth though, but when Road is kind of like almost kind of like falling the or so far. He's about to fall asleep because he's like, or something like that. He decides to like crash his, well, no, I guess like not crash, but like in a way where, you know, he's kind of already asleep, and then Attilia keeps enjoying it while Attilia is sleeping right on top of him, and is like, oh, I think this have felt enough. Attilia decides to keep sleeping right on top of him while World doesn't know that you know, she was like, oh, that moaning fucking sound, and starts fucking licking him while he's fucking asleep. Licking the fucking face with the wet dog. That whenever dogs wet their actual tongues. God. And then after that, she decides that she can't move anymore because after she's been like jumping up there, up and down on that thing, on Rotiro's penis, she's basically stuck. She decides that, oh, how can I unstuck myself? They're both without even clothes, sleeping with each other. Well, sleeping right on top of each other, not mentally like apart. But like, Attilia is basically stuck. She can't get out of it because her body's not letting it. She decides that the only way to get unstuck is to let World do that, or let World break her. Well, actually, not break her free, but like in a way where, like, well, I'm trying to rephrase that word real quick. I don't want to use that word. Like the word, I guess the word unstuck, or even I guess unstuck. And then it is like, trying to like push out of there, but she can't. And then she starts like, you know, like getting on World's actual shoulders and saying, "Wake up!" Like in a, like, not like in a mean voice, but like in a way where it's like she's kind of like pushing him up and down, like from the bed, and then like and then the World's like, "Oh, what's going on here?" And now Debbie is telling him, "Oh, I guess I had too much. I got stuck to you." And World's like, "How the fuck did you get stuck there?" And then Attilia is telling him, well, you remember how my ass, or whatever, it starts getting into the penis and it just can't budge? Well, she decides to tell him, well, I'm stuck to you. I can't get out of here. It's impossible, and then it's impossible for them to get off of that stuff. And then Road's like, I can't even. He's trying to figure out a way to get them unstuck, so that it won't look like Road is actually walking, and then you see Ottilia just like right there on his penis or something like that, while he's walking like in a weird, strange way out in the city. so where people can see them doing that, or where people are like, whoa, and then whenever you notice that they're trying to get unstuck, they basically call someone or something that get them unstuck. They call a doctor or something like that. They actually say, "Hey, I think I need some help here. I think my friend here, Odelia, or something like that, or basically, World's telling that his wife Odelia is saying, "Oh, I got kind of stuck here on my penis," and they basically go rush over there to where he was staying, and then after like an hour or so, they're basically stuck there for like an hour before they arrive. It's so funny how you can get stuck into something like that. And then they put basically, and then after that, you notice there's a knock like on the door or something like that, saying, hey, or they hear a knock and then they're like, okay, I gotta go walk really weird here with you. And then they open the door and it's like the doctors in hospitals are trying to come to there or something like that to get them unstuck. So they take them to the emergency rooms or something like that for both of them, so that basically it's so they can be separate and not have to do that again. The funny part is that whenever they get there, Odelia is like to them, "Oh baby, let's do it again." And it was like, "Oh no more. And then she just keeps, like jumping right on him, and then everyone's like looking at this like, ooh la la. And she decides to keep doing it with him. And then, a few minutes after they reach the destination of the emergency room, they're basically taken by a bunch of people, doctors, appointments, everyone else that's there in the emergency room. That they say, "Hey, what the fuck is this? We've never seen something like that." So they get there so long. They get there right now to the emergency room, so where it's kind of like we can get this operation actually out of there. And then you notice that they're cutting off, or they're figuring out a way. Like, I'm not gonna say cut off, but like figuring out a way, maybe like, I don't know, water, or they're trying to like shake her off the thing. I don't know how she got him stuck like that, but remained as a mystery. It depends on what she decided to do so long and what she wanted to get into it with him with that. They're trying so hard to pull it off while World is like in pain, like saying ah 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 ah, and it just doesn't budge. Like they keep trying, they're hurting him, and then Adela's like really enjoying it with her like smiley face, saying wee 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 wee, like in a really funny way. That's what she's doing. And then that's not working either. So they try to make World stand up or something and see if they can pull her out from that area. Apparently, they have to have a bunch of people from one side to the other, where it's kind of like they're pulling them apart from World's penis or whatever it is. And it slipped, like they put in ice to melt in, they tried pulling, but it's not working, like while they're standing up. So they just had to put ice on there to see if it's gonna melt, because ice sometimes melts. Or even better, instead of ice, they can have like maybe some kind of I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, let me think of what it is to get them unstuck or something. but like what's going on is that, you know, it's not like they just gotta put ice on them, like a bunch of ice, like right there, so it can because like ice has water, and let's see if it actually works. So they start waiting. They start putting a bunch of like 20 ice cubes right in front of their actual like stomachs, and then both of them are kind of freezing because, again, they're stuck. It's hard to get them out. And you know, as much as they're just standing there, like trying to get them unstuck, a couple of the ice cubes starts melting for like a couple seconds or minutes or so, you know, and then the water is pushing right into them. It's kind of like this push, where it's kind of like you see water is coming from like this dripping inside, and you know, it's working for a little, but there's still it's still stuck. Like the water hasn't like gone through it completely, and it's kind of like they're like still onto it, like as a little by little they're trying to like as by little it's kind of like they're like it's actually working. And you know, after that, a lot more out of the ice cubes is still going and melting, and then they're trying to push as hard as they can. It's working as much, even though it still has a little bit of freezes to it, but it's still working. Until they realize that Ardelia's been like stuck there for like the longest, and I think she put some kind of, I don't know, glue into his penis or something like that, so they basically can't get unstuck for like the whole time. And that's basically the mystery that what happened there. Out of nowhere, Ardelia had put in glue so that she can be stuck in there for the whole eternity time. I know for a fact glue is not the best thing to get them stuck, but I'm bringing in like that kind of glue in. So yeah, I guess ice is working pretty fine. They finally get unstuck because it took them so long that it took them so long that they're basically back to themselves, and Rhoda's like, oh, so cold. And I think it's like smiling. It's smile. She's smiling at him because it was so funny that she put in glue right on top of that, and they were kind of laughing, sort of, or she sort of was laughing in a way where it's so enjoyable. She was just like happy, and then Ro was like kind of a little confused there, where I didn't know that she did that. And then they both get charged fees because apparently they were both naked because they didn't have clothes on. Problem to that is that they both got, I don't want to jump into conclusions into this, but they got really bad, and they just kind of just ended up somewhere. But after they were actually sent back home for like how many months, I don't know how many months they've been there for, like how long, months, years, they were like, oh, and then they both see each other outside the you know, the outside the police, or I don't know where it is. They see each other and and basically the tell starts telling him, you know, let's go back over there, you know, in your room or something, and let's get it on, and like, and then the was like, no, I don't want that to happen again. We can do it, but don't put glue on me this time. It's so funny that the fucking glue was the only thing that actually made it in there. Glue never actually glue is always sticky. And again, they decide to just go and just hang out somewhere at the best place. That's called the. Oh, wait a minute, I don't want to end. No. I do want to end it somewhere, but where can I end it? I'm trying to think of a good way to end it. So after they're just kind of there, they're just walking there to their house, and then they're, you know, Will is holding her hand, like her hand or something, or giving them the cup so that they're walking together to all the way there. And then they basically start, you know, getting so caught up into that moment where it's kind of like, oh, and then that shouts that comes out of nowhere. Yeah, so they walk to the end of their house or something, and then Will starts fucking kissing her again. They both end up in the bed somehow, but instead of whatever happened before, they're like, okay, we can keep doing this, but I think we had a great time, and they both had a great time together. They basically just fall asleep, and that's pretty much it. That is basically it. At the end, they decide to. I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, they basically had a great time doing it, and they're both sleeping with each other while they're both kind of just hugging each other in the bed. At the end. So that goes the end for you. That goes from know that story to the very beginning to the end. What did you think? What did you think, Julia? Because it seems to me that I actually did enjoy it the most. Yeah. I think that was actually pretty good. That was a romantic way of actually having fun. They loved it. I loved it. I basically did enjoy it. But, yeah, I think that was good. It was alright. Story was really good. I don't know if you're still there, Julia. I'm pretty sure you did enjoy it as well. Let me know if you did. I surely did enjoy it a lot. It was good. They live a happily ever after moment. Oh, I think this is good. Yep. I think that's it. I think this is good for me. Yeah, I think this is good for me. Alrighty then. As much as I want to let it go, it'd be a good idea because I think, you know, it's been a long run. It was great. Well, yeah, Julia. Yeah, I think we did it. We did it. Alrighty, Julia. I think this is good for me. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for today, Julia. I think it's a good idea to end it. But anyways, I'm good. And by the way, love you, Julia, and yeah.